#1 reason young people quit playing sports is that they say it wasn't fun anymore. And a lot of times that's not necessarily because of those individuals like yourselves who are helping coach them, but sometimes because of unrealistic expectations set by their parents, or the reaction they're getting from their parents before or after a game, or before or after a practice. Some parents were pushing very hard, for that athletic scholarship. This paper encourages to have different goals than just winning the basketball game or getting a scholarship. In fact, statistics from the NCAA show that there are 30 times more scholarships available for academics than for athletics. So for parents that really want their kids to get a scholarship, you should encourage them to do their homework, not to spend more time shooting baskets in the driveway. 70% of children quit playing organized sports by the age of 13. So the unfortunate reality is, of your basketball teams, if you have a team of 10 kids, the reality is by the time they get 13, only 3 of those 10 continue playing basketball. And it goes back to the #1 reason being that it wasn't fun anymore. So we try to encourage our elementary coaches to keep practice fun. And remember that fundamentals, the first 3 letters, are F-U-N. So if we can find a way to keep fundamentals fun, it keeps the kids more interested and involved. And if we keep things in perspective, it keeps the kids motivated. We should be trying to teach values through sports, not just winning. And I've always found that the winning sort of follows doing all the little things the right way anyway. When the kids are having fun, they want to practice harder. When they want to practice harder, they get better. When they get better, you win more games. If the emphasis starts on winning, it seems like you never get there. You just keep beating your head against the wall. So this handout is meant for, I condensed 11, this document is on sportsmanship.org, is 11 pages. That's a lot to photocopy. So I condensed it to 1 page. So if you want to make copies and give it to your parents, we're going to try to issue this to parents at the start of the elementary season. We're probably going to even encourage middle school coaches. We're going to use it at the high school as a way of sort of creating expectations about youth sports. Seeing the big picture, knowing what your goal is, helping players set attainable goals, and giving parents strategies on when to talk to their children about basketball and when not to, and how to do it. The worst time, for example, to talk to a young player about how they played in a basketball game would be in the car on the way home right after the basketball game. Let everyone's emotions cool down. Your emotions are high. I have a daughter that plays elementary basketball, who I never coached until this last year, and I was going to be that quiet, dad coach, and I felt my neck burning up at times, But it's a real test of our patience. But I would encourage you to give cool down time. Wait till after you get home, and wait and see if they will initiate it with you. Oftentimes, if you stay quiet, they'll come to you and say, "So what do you think I need to work on? What do you think of our game?" And try to be honest with them. And another strategy that's mentioned here is sandwiching the constructive criticism, because that's what we see first. We oftentimes overlook the positive things they did, like the hustle, the pass, the great defense, or the rebound or the steal. And we focus on the layup they missed, the pass they threw out the window in the gym, or something like that. Try to start with a positive compliment first. Then give them that constructive criticism and the positive one. And if you guys have played sports, you've had teachers at school when you were a school-aged person, the teacher or the coach that is constantly critical, you tune out. So you hear nothing. So you gain nothing from it. The coach that's giving you constant praise or positive feedback, when they do bring something to your attention, you tend to listen. So you want to pick your spots or moments wisely there. Now the reverse side is a suggested practice. So I'm going to flip to that, and you can read through the other thing with creating expectations later. The last thing I would say is with creating expectations, do it early. First practice, before the practice, in the form of an email. It's harder to create expectations once you've been started. So try to hit that early.